was
小华
weird.
那个
I'm trying to share my screen. Let's see if anybody has any experience with this. I'm trying to share my screen and it's showing exclamation points instead of documents. Oh, I have to enable Zoom on my new computer to. Let's see if it works now. Yay. All right. Quiz time. Ready? All right. If Utpal is ready, I'm ready. She looks ready. In the beginning of the explanation of how to teach emptiness in stages, he summarizes the method for realizing ultimate reality. What is it? What is the method he gives in one quick sentence to realize? Somebody say something? Anybody? Crickets? $50.
You want the 3 or, oh, he summarizes the
He
method.
ate a maple covered donut.
It's a
Yeah, that's it.
25 to Geshe Michael,
Yay!
just because it's so, yeah.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's like Tanya Dakpa.
Oh, I didn't get an overall thing in my notes.
Ben, you
I missed
basically
it.
got it. You got it like 50%.
Yeah, Tanya, maybe it was Depa, not Dakpa, right?
Are you saying Takpa, like permanent? What are you saying?
No, Doc, like to apply a label.
And you're really
Maybe.
close.
Was
Oh
it
yeah,
dope?
yeah. You're getting there. You're getting, no, it wasn't
The
that.
dope, not Doc or Day, but it was Tanya for sure. It was things are, we're
All right. I'll give you $25.
Hey,
don't want
Ben.
Whoa.
I'll
Ben,
just buy coffee
Ben.
for you with it.
I know. I appreciate that. That's why
Hey,
I'm.
Ben, ask him to pay you by hour. Your answer is
The answer was realizing the reality of labels. So you had the label part right, but we were translating Tanya as labels,
Right.
and it was Tokpa, like
Oh.
but we can look back.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here we go.
Artillery.
Tibetan for reality of labels.
Oh, yay. I guess it's Tanya Demba?
Oh, you were right. Tanya Dempa, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Tanya Dempa. So you were trying to say that at a certain point when I was egging you on.
I think he went on to say specifically in that same sentence. I think he used dope or doc as in labeling.
Yeah.
But for not, he did, but not with respect to Tanya. It was like some, anyway. We can
Okay.
Yeah. What is roughly the flow of how he explains people can become vessels worthy of learning emptiness? So there was a few steps that he gave. He remember he said, like, we have to teach emptiness in stages, and that was because people aren't necessarily worthy vessels at first. So basically what I'm saying is, what are the stages that one of the orders that he suggests we can use to teach emptiness?
Other than the,
To bring people to be able to learn emptiness.
how to bring,
Progressive steps.
Sorry.
So starting progressive steps.
Yeah. What are they?
They're starting with, Abhidharma. Not denying that things are real. You talk about the heaps, the realms, the divisions, the categories, the senses, the consciousnesses, permanence and impermanence.
Good. Permanence and impermanence was actually a latter step. So the first one you nailed even better, I think,
Oh,
than
I'm just
Jason
reading
Kappa.
my notes.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Yeah, and then permanence and impermanence was the next step. Why?
I
Why?
said the next step was the problems of explaining it the wrong way.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm talking just about the first one.
Oh,
We're
okay.
not in the problems of explaining it the wrong way. I'm just talking about the steps of teaching it. How to lead people in stages to emptiness.
Okay.
I mean, and you nailed the first part of how to lead people in stages to emptiness. And then you started the second part,
Oh,
which
I
is
see.
permanence and impermanent, or starting and ending. And what's the point? What's going to happen if people understand starting and ending, according to Jason Kappa or Gyaltsen J?
Well, then you can get to dependent origination.
Anybody else?
No, renunciation,
Yes. Basically,
Oh,
yeah.
right.
You develop a what for what?
a hatred for samsara,
Yeah. Yeah.
something.
And that's it. Yeah, basically.
Desire for enlightenment, or I don't know.
Yeah. And then you get the aspiration to not, he doesn't say aspiration to enlightenment. Gyaltsen J did say that in his commentary. But in this, sorry, I'm going fast. Sorry, I see Aldo struggling to keep up with me. And Spanish is fast.
You see steam coming out of his ears.
No, he's all relaxed about it, but his mouth is. So yeah, people will develop an aspiration for what? Yeah, I'll just put my answer here. Oh, okay. In the first round, he just says, once they give up desire for samsara, then they can hear about how things are devoid of self-nature. They are a worthy vessel. But he does do a few explanations. Here's one of them. He then describes how to teach emptiness in terms of a classic concept. What is the concept, and in what order does he say that we should share the components of that concept?
How we get into the problem
Hmm.
of not having.
What's the concept that he uses? The very famous.
Yeah, the four truths.
Oh yes. All right. Yeah. So then you were saying.
So you do the causes first and then the results.
Let's go through them real quick for everybody who doesn't remember as well as you.
Sure. So there's the truth of this source of suffering. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the truth of the end of suffering.
Oh,
Oh.
no, it's not.
what you mean?
It's not cause, result. It's
Source suffering, path, and end.
good. It's like uncomfortable for everyone to say the four truths out of order. I can see. Yeah. Does anybody happen to remember any of the examples he used for how we teach them? I mean, I looked at my text, so I only kind of remember. It was the source was karma and its consequences, and then
The five realms.
yeah, the truth of
circling
suffering was the
samsara.
5 realms. Mm-hmm. And then the path.
Teach them that things are empty of self-nature.
Yeah, or I think it's realizing directly that things are empty of self-nature.
Okay.
And then the end was being free of any adventitious stains.
Yeah, it was right.
Adventitious, stinky things. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Tibetan for unmixed.
Andre.
Chulwa.
That's true, but what did you say, Venerable Pa?
Oh, well, Chulwa is mixed. So
Michowa?
Yeah, I think it was Machoa, but yeah,
Machoa.
Tibetan for supporting evidence.
Ije?
Mm-hmm. Sheje. Cool. All right. Good job, guys. We did a quiz. Gaishala, you didn't assign me anything to translate, so I took a shot at the next two sections. I found them to be pretty hard. I might have just made a big mess,
Uh,
but let's see.
yeah, here we go. I think the Junwa Chuchen is a mistake.
Okay.
It has no place here.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's coming from, because the Chuchen follows that.
There's two Chichens. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all. I think it's you got to check the text. Okay, that first Junwa Chuchen doesn't make any sense at all.
Totally. I tried, for some reason I have another version of this little translation I did. Let me make sure they're close.
Yeah, so check this text is messy, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
So it's probably take the Junwa Shi Ya, take the Sem and the Semchungs, and good translation of Denmin Duchi, and good translation of Sok with like. I like that. They are mistakenly labeled. That's fine. I think that Duce is mistaken.
Yeah, I was gonna look. I should have looked it up because it's so weird.
Yeah. It's something wrong with the ao da no do da do. There's something.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not understanding their fluidity.
No, there's something wrong with it. I can't even guess.
Yeah. I mean, I was in my mind like free associating. I was like, okay, fluidity, like they don't have self nature. They can be something else.
Yeah, I have no idea what it was supposed to be.
It's probably related to the element of water.
It can't be Duje, Genla?
Say again?
Why can't it be Duje?
I mean,
Awo da Sabkudu.
no, it's just never that. It's never, ever that. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Yeah.
I'll look in the scan and see what's going on.
Yeah, I can't even guess. No, I can't even guess. Yeah, I can't even guess. Something's very wrong. Tujeki Shepa. Anyway.
Well, if it was Dujay,
No, it should be Tokcheki Shep or something like that. Anyway, Rangshin Mepa Tope Topki. Realizing the lack of some. That's good. We freed from grasping to them as being real. That's great. Yeah, the rest is great, Nick. It's just something's wrong with the text. Okay.
Yeah. There's another line I took a shot at.
Okay, good. It must be so because again, this is messed up. Something's messed up here. You know.
Okay.
Number shipper and number shouting number shaky. I would say it's probably key.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this, I think I meant to say how
the consciousness, it establishes its consciousness, and the consciousness establishes it. Something. Yeah. So the sentence is messed up. I'm sorry. You chose the two worst sentences to translate.
I got that idea that it was trying to say that, but
it's something's wrong. I wouldn't even bother with it. I would try to find the correct sentence. Okay.
Okay.
You got all the words right. It's just that there's something wrong with the carving or something, you know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I refuse to translate it.
Moving on.
Okay.
You take the plane, boss.
Something messed up. Okay,
you gotta let go of the plane.
Oh, I gotta let go of the plane.
Yeah, before I can crash it, you gotta let go of it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I made a note there that just something was messed up. Yeah, there's just something wrong. I don't know what it is. The next one's okay. So please read, and Dr. Kramer will check you.
Nipani, Nyang Sok Shila.
Yeah, And Nipa is Lungi Sheje. What's that?
It's a scriptural backup evidence.
Good. Yeah. And
Looks like there's an error in that line, though. It should be either Nyangen or just Nya.
Oh, he gave the short version of Nyangen.
Oh,
That's
I see.
okay. Nyangde.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he abbreviated it legally. Yep. But that's a good point. Okay, please read, and Dr. Kramer's going to check.
Hakma duje ki kunzo pa tamche zumpa lue churchen tu kepa su shik tok mi jete tok rikpartel. Sangye ki nyangen lende pa chikpu tempa tampa milue churchen tu sungpe chir.
Yeah, this one's not so hard. Okay. Let's take the Hakma. He listed a bunch of impermanent things, the four elements, the mind, the mental functions, the other stuff. And he says, let's take the rest of all the Kunzob things. Okay.
The other deceptive things.
Yeah, factors here just means stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Tam Jake Zumba.
It's all false.
Yeah, it's all a false.
Cheating.
Louis Chuchen means it doesn't mean a logical Chuchen. It just means
things that cheat you.
Things that cheat you. Yeah, good. Kepa sur shik tok miche.
Not having realized who is wise.
What kind of kepa wouldn't tok that?
Oh, where's the question? Oh, he just got to know.
Yeah, su is the question mark. Who? Okay.
Kepa su shik.
Yeah. What kind of master wouldn't realize that they are false? And me, this dog should have an S on it, right? And in fact, the next one has an S on it. Okay.
It would be logical that they would have realized it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the root text has no S. And there's no Sanskrit to check it.
Oh, because, or at least the way I interpreted it in the root text, and maybe this is wrong, but like what master would have that wrong thought? What master would imagine?
Well, let's go see how Galsab J reads it. What wise person would fail to understand that? It would be proper for them to understand that. And then he spelled it correctly. Rikbata, why?
I guess the Buddha said that nirvana is the one and only thing that doesn't deceive you, that's ultimate and ultimately real.
That's an interesting possibility. In that case, we'd have to put a key here. Let's see. And it's, I was going to read it as it is only the enlightenment of the nirvana of the Buddhas, which is said to be unerring. But I like it better the way you read it, because the verb sung is always Buddha, right?
Yeah.
So the Buddha said that the only example in the universe of a Milui Chichen is Nyangan Denpa. Is nirvana in the sense of ultimate reality. Okay. Demba Dampa. Demba Dampa means yeah. So there's messed up here too, and we got to work on there's something wrong with the book. Okay, I'm sorry.
I have a couple. I think I have 3 scans of it, so I can compare.
Okay, good. I'm afraid that anyway, we can do the world a favor if we fix it. All right. And I think it is a valuable, I'm glad we added this. And I think it would have been wimpy if we decided not to. It's actually a good review of the verses. It's a mini review of all the verses. So, all right, please read, and Venerable Udpal is going to check you.
Keme sungpa nge tuntu tempala marikpa nangwa rangshin meba marikpe jesu drondok chepe rangshin mepatang kenjik ne sum gula tepe rangshin mepao.
Yeah. Well, it's uncomfortable. I don't know. Anyway, let's.
The teaching is, sorry.
When Buddha taught Keme.
When Buddha taught that things don't start, he was being literal. That was a literal teaching.
Good.
The appearance of ignorance has no nature of its own.
Good.
The things that we overestimate after having ignorance also have no nature of their own. Have no nature of their own.
It's misspelled. It's misspelled. Okay, Nick, if it's ao, it means to go, right? If it's the one that means overestimate, it's SGRO.
Oh yeah.
If you spell it this way, it kind of means if the cause is there, the thing draws. If the cause is absent, the thing dogs. You see what I mean? So
going and the thing that comes after then that makes things go and stop.
Well, what drone dog means in this spelling is that if the seed is there, the tree will grow. And if the seed is absent, the tree will not grow. And that's called going and stopping. So if it's spelled correctly, it's talking about something's going to happen if Marikpa is there. And it's not going to happen if Marikpa is absent. And that's a way in which things have no self-nature.
Then you've got it as come and go or came and went before Jesu Drondok.
Yeah. So we're going to have to see how it looks when we get there. Okay.
But the coming and going, could you say something like the coming and going of ignorance?
Yeah, you could say that. This dok means to be turned back, right? Yeah.
The stopping and going of misunderstanding has no nature of its own.
Well, if the previous one is that Marikpa, the appearance of Marikpa doesn't have a nature of its own, then maybe the reason it doesn't have a nature of its own is because it can go or stay depending on whether or not the causes are in place following its cause or not. And that's why
this probably refers to samsara happening if there is Marikpa seed. And samsara, not the wheel of life being shut down. That's the wheel of life is a common example of drondok. So we'll have to see when we get there, okay? Let's not spend a lot of time on it because it might be misspelled. Okay, and then the third one?
Kenjigne sum kula tepe rangshin mepao. Starting, stopping, staying, well, those three. To rely upon their causes and thus have no nature of their own.
Yeah, see, that structure is normal, okay? The three of starting, stopping, and staying have no nature because they depend on causes. So that sentence makes sense. And it throws into question the other two. So let's see when we get there. Okay.
It won't be long.
Yeah. Okay, we got this next. Please read, and Utpala, can you do one more?
Yes.
Oh, I remember this verse. This was fun. Tenchung rangshin mepe ton sum tu tokpe nekapla nekap dila ngar shepe tumayimpa drempe niepa mepartel nekap te duki yole ndepe cheer.
Okay.
Meaning of dependence having no nature of its own is the direct realization in the context that we mentioned above.
Well, here in this point of time at which you tokpa ngunsumdu,
Which you directly realize, which you have your direct realization
of the dun of the object consisting of
the absence of self-nature.
Well, it's in a positive. You have directly realized the meaning of dependent origination, meaning that things have no nature of their own. Okay. So in this context, ngar shepe dimayimba dembe nyepa.
Mepa, there's no problem with remembering shape it in my impa that the above explanation is not the object.
There's no we have stopped the problem that the previously mentioned dun mayimba. Okay, this is as opposed to dun in the first line. Dun means real thing. Dun mayimba means unreal thing. Okay, so there's no problem here of pulling up a dun mayimba, an unreal thing. Okay. In other words, as soon as you understand directly dependent origination, which is the meaning of having no nature, then you are freed from the problems which arise from the wrong object, dun mayimba, okay? False object, the false object. Okay.
What's the car shape doing?
I'm sorry, what? Oh, which I described before.
Okay.
Okay. So he must have described it above. And at this point, nekap day, you are duki yulende.
You have gone beyond the playground of the demons.
Yeah, good. Okay.
The demonic object at this.
Yeah, or you have crossed the land of the demons and reached the other side or something like that. Okay. Keep going. And who wants to check you is Adam. Yay.
Kabartel. GC Tsumin Yiche Ki Yowa Yipa Tesi Du Pakpe Shirab Ki Soki Wangpo Ngak Par Jepe Duki Chuyule Mandepe Chir.
Good. Kabatal. It must be that you have gone beyond because.
Because however you. GC so many checky
we had this expression this morning, and Dr. Kramer, I sent you the text actually.
Which explanation again?
We had it. We were discussing it in Sugang's text of whether it could constitute a 13th link.
Right. It's when the appearance, it appears to your mind, right?
Tendency to see things the wrong way.
This is more active. This is looking at things the wrong way.
Oh, but somehow it's before ignorance.
Well,
yeah.
What sense? Yeah, believe it or not.
Okay.
as GC means so long as you are thinking of things, so long as your mind is moved, Yoa, by thinking of things the wrong way. AC goes with GC. What is that?
So long as you're doing that, then
Yeah.
You're hurting the life force.
Yeah.
You're hurting the power of the life force of the wisdom of an Arya.
Yeah, by the way, that's a reference to the second chapter of the Abhidhamma.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which number? We had 5.
5-4.
5 cents powers.
Mute, Stanley, mute. Thank you.
We had the 5 sense powers, and then we had 2 pairs.
The sex, and then the
Male, female.
and then
we had
Soki Wangpo and Iggy.
Yeah. So as long as your mind is still affected by seeing things the wrong way, then for that long, the soak of your shit up is gone.
The life force of your wisdom, of your Arya's wisdom, is stopped.
Yeah, it's choked off. Okay.
This is right. Duki Choyo Le Man. Then you have not transcended. Playground of the demons.
Yay. Okay, that's easy. Yeah. This next part supports what I was saying. Okay. So he says, now we read the second part of our presentation. And he split them into 2 parts. He's going to treat it in 2 different parts. One is demonstrating the things that follow upon Marikpa.
Yeah.
If you have Marikpa, certain bad things will happen. Secondly, if you stop Marikpa, certain bad things will stop. Okay. Okay, cool.
Yes. Super clear.
The section heading is still a little strange, but okay, we'll go. All right, here we go. He's supposed to be talking about how all the trouble follows upon Marikpa. Okay.
Yep.
And here we please read, and Word is going to check you.
Jiktanierlanki Pumpo Church Tokpe Tak Partel Sangye ki Marakpe Ken ki Duche Che So She Ngopo Tendenzin ki Marakpe Ken Chendu Sungpe Chir.
Good.
Okay.
What's Jiktanierlanki Pumpo?
The heaps when you were the heaps that you have when you're born into this world.
Yep, or it could be worldly people, we don't know, but okay. Now the Tokpa is spelled correctly.
Tokpe Takpartel. They're merely imputed or labeled.
Yeah, they're just a creation of concepts because
the Buddha said,
good.
Marikpe Kienki Duje Che Sok So She. He said the condition of ignorance
Hey, Nick, if you get stuck here, ask Sugang for help.
Okay. Stuff comes from the condition of ignorance. Oh, stuff is triggered.
No, ask Sugang.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sugang.
What's the Duje here?
It's not factors, apparently.
Oh my God.
Who had the cricket sound effect? Is that Tim?
You gotta send me each of you has to send me $1,000. Okay. Just kidding. Just kidding.
It's not factors here, I guess.
No.
Oh, it's sorry. Yes, it's the second link. It's fresh karma. Yeah.
Okay, that means Sugang has to send $1,000 to Nick. Now that's a different
thing. Tong Tong wrote it.
I mean, you can if you want to, but
all right. Okay.
Oh, somebody wrote it in the chat.
Yep, Tong Tong.
Of course.
Yeah,
Marikpe Kien. Okay, yeah. So anyway, fresh karma comes from the condition of ignorance.
good.
Ask Sugen should have been a good enough hint for me. Nopo Tenzin Ki Marikpe Kien Chen Picture.
By the way, don't forget we're talking about the Chichen. So the body and mind that we were forced to take on at birth are Kin Chen. They have as their kin.
Yeah, the ignorance, the misunderstanding which holds to things being real.
Good. Okay, good. Okay, good. That was supposed to show how lousy things follow upon ignorance. And now we're supposed to have some kind of stopping of something because we stopped ignorance. Okay? Got it?
Yes. When you say supposed to be, do you feel that it wasn't very clearly that?
Oh, no. I'm just saying he promised us a section in which he proves that all the bad stuff comes from misunderstanding. And we finished that section. Then he promised us a dopa, meaning if you can stop the misunderstanding, you can stop the problems. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's Strong spelled correctly and not SGR. Okay. Got it?
Yep. Totally.
Okay.
Super clear.
Okay, good. All right, here we go. Go. And who's taking you is Chintam. Yay. Okay.
Hey, Chechen Marikpe Kuntu Tak Partel. Ngapo Denzin Marikpangakpe Top Ki Ngak Parngyurwe Chir. Chechen.
Something's wrong here. Something's wrong. Dang.
Frustrating.
Yeah. Let me see.
I have a question mark in my translation of the root text there. Oh no,
Yeah,
it's
no,
because
there's something missing here. Something missing here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
It's the Chechen.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
And there should be a comma here.
Can I see the root text again for a second?
That doesn't help.
Oh.
Maybe that's where the Jung goes.
Sorry?
The Jung.
No, it's missing. Something's missing. It's got to be like Pumbunga or something like that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Or it could be 2J. It could be fresh karma.
No, or it could be. It could be. But they might as well just. It's hopeless. You got to go.
Right.
Okay, so X Chechen.
Yeah. Consider Ekis. Marikpe Kuntu Tak Partel. It is imputed based on misunderstanding.
Yeah, because
that but the power of stopping misunderstanding, which grasps to things as being real, can be stopped.
Yeah, so it might be the second link or something. Okay. But we don't know. Okay. Anyway, the point is, if you can stop the misunderstanding, this other bad thing will stop, and we don't know what the other bad thing is. Okay.
Could Chechen there mean all things?
Then wouldn't it be Chechen or something?
No.
Because I'm just looking at the root text, and the subject of the root text is everything. So I was just wondering.
Is it
Ngopo? It's got to be something sucky like the 5 heaps or something.
Yeah, I think it's fresh.
Okay.
What's the everything? Whatever. I'll look later.
Yeah.
somebody.
All
Okay.
right. I'm sorry. I don't know how I let this all go. I must have been asleep. Okay, somebody. The third part is easy because it's spelled correctly. Okay. Because starting, stopping, and staying depend on causes, they have no nature. That's the only one that makes sense. Okay.
It is a bit easier.
So here we go. And by the way, I don't know if you can feel it, Nick, or all of you can feel it, but what's happening with this lecture by Jetson Koppa?
The verses are super close together now compared
He's
to.
speeding up. He's running out of time. He talked for an hour and a half on the first few verses, and then he realized he has 60 to get through. I can tell you from experience. Okay.
Dinner's coming. Dinner time.
Yeah. Don't say that, Nick. It's cruel.
Sorry, guys. Tujhe dunya ki pungpo chan rangshim me partel. Kienen jik kula tepe chir. Let's consider the heap, the suffering heaps / fresh karma.
Yeah, and even that is weird, you know. I don't know. Anyway,
The
let's
suffering
let
heaps
it
that
go.
come from fresh karma, maybe.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. There's something wrong. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
They do not have any nature of their own
Yeah,
because their causes, because their starting, staying, and stopping rely upon causes.
yeah, okay. I mean, he has been talking. It could be Duce in the sense of changing thing, which is an unusual usage of the word, but it's okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna want to go back and use that for all these other times that it.
Yeah, we just gotta confirm it. Okay.
Yep.
Please read your next line, and John Campbell's gonna check you.
All right. Te sum kang patang po sum ki rim shinten la chima drupa kyun jik barn gyurwa kyen la tete kyun ne jiki kyen sepa te kyun jik be kyen yimbe chi.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, the third line of the verse.
So this means kinejik, okay?
Okay. The first of the three, he teaches in stages.
Well, let's go look at the verse, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first of the 4 lines is talking about Kiewa. The second of the 4 lines is talking about Nipa.
Mm-hmm.
The third of the 4 lines is talking about Jigpa. Okay, starting, staying, and stopping are covered in the first 3 lines. Okay, so he says here, those 3, starting, staying, and stopping, are presented rimshin by the first 3 lines. Yeah, in order, consecutively. Respectively, yeah. And Chima Dupa.
The last one proves it.
Yeah. Well, the first 3 say, look, here's problems with starting, there's problems with staying, there's problems with stopping. So how could anybody imagine that they existed?
Yeah. So the droop there is more like that's the outcome. The last line is the outcome of or something like that.
Where are we? Oh, yeah.
Chima Drupa.
Yeah. Chima means the last line presents the conclusion.
The conclusion, the outcome. Yeah. Yeah. If what do you call it?
This is a separate idea, actually. Okay.
Yeah, it's destruction. For something to be destroyed, it relies upon conditions. It relies upon the condition of staying, wearing out, in order for it to be destroyed. That's
Yeah, it's kind of a, it's a tiny little sentence, but it's really amazing. He says,
yeah.
somebody said, well, I don't see how the ending of things relies on some kind of factors. And he says the ending of things does rely on a factor, and that factor is the sepa of the ken of nepa.
Yeah, the end of the condition of its having been staying.
Yeah, the wearing out of the seeds, which would cause it to continue. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Okay.
Yeah.
Read this one, Dr. Campbell. Let's keep going on this.
Sharla Tawe Yewa Tempala.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think this is like the incidental.
Good. Incidental. Yeah. Sharla.
Incidental divisions. A
Of
presentation of divisions of of the view.
Yeah, of the view. And but the original outline said tepe.
Charlotte. Oh, this is way back.
Well, what's tepe mean?
Reliance.
Yeah, and it didn't say tawa, it said tepe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is where we checked ahead, right? And I went and I was like, oh, it does mean you.
Well, it really is a divisions of tawas.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
So you can take tepe as having looked. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's pushing it. Okay.
But no, but that's what, and we did that when we translated this line because of
yeah. But the whole verse is talking about tawas. Okay. Okay. Dr. Campbell, keep going with him.
Ngedang tarte shenwang tunkyur mingyur tenpao. Ngedang tarte. So showing to mingyur tempo, the teach, so a demonstration.
You have to read this as one actual presentation. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
The actual. Oh, I see. The actual presentation of the extreme views of being under the power of extreme views.
Yeah.
So the actual presentation, and then Tarte Shenwang to Gyur Mingyur, what it is to be under the power or not be under the power of extreme views.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what he's saying is we have reached a promised incidental point. That incidental point has two sections. There's the actual section, and then there's a discussion about extreme views. Okay. And we're going to treat the first of the two, the actual presentation, we're going to treat in 3 steps of its own. And Xiaoping desperately wants to correct you.
Tangpola rangshin ki jupa ke lang pe shendele rangitsawe jupta tangawa mepartawa rang de kelempa chemi rikpatang te pao. First of all, the first one consists of rangshin ki jupa ke lang pe shendele rangitsawe. Whoa. Is this like proving that there's no contradiction?
Well, let's say if you rangshin Gidrupa Kelang, what's that mean?
If you accept that there is some self nature to things,
then there's no gelwa.
No contradiction
with other people's drupta.
Yeah, other people's philosophical systems.
Shendele Rankitawe Dupta, with the position of their own school expressed in other schools. How's that?
Oh, with the position of our own school as it's
No, I would read it as there's no contradiction with their own system as expressed in other systems. You see what I mean? You can accept that things have a nature of their own in certain systems, and you won't have a problem.
I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. And the Tsawa.
But if our wrong day was to accept the same thing, it would be Che Mirikpa.
Yeah, completely stupid. Wrong.
Yeah.
Completely wrong.
So section 1, if you're in a bad school, there's no problem with agreeing that things exist by nature. If you're in one of our schools, that's total boo-boo.
Yeah.
And then de tepa means
why what I just said is correct.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. Okay. So again, look at these terrible mistakes in the carving. I mean, it's supposed to be kel soak.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's wrong soak.
Yeah,
So
every time.
the person every time the person who inserted the root text messed it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just checking the time. Okay, 3 minutes.
All right, let's do this sentence. In Alex Rivas said he wants to yell at you.
He's teaching yoga tomorrow, so get ready.
Oh man, he's gonna make us suffer twice.
Ngopo rangshin ki chupar kelang pe top ki shende la rangwangi tsawe jupta tang ngawa mebartel. Drang chen chedrak ba sok shende nam ngopo tak sok su shembe lamla nebe chir.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me read this. Ngopo rangshin okay. Shende la.
Good boy.
Shende la.
I had to let Drew out. He was.
There's a mistake here. Okay. And I don't know.
Oh man, with wrong one.
Yeah, that's a mistake. Something's wrong. Okay. Anyway, let's just go slow. Okay.
Okay.
Rang shingi duper kelang. What's that mean?
Accepting that things have some nature of their own. Accepting.
Yeah, especially if they do something. Okay.
That functioning things.
So if you hold that belief,
Shende, if you're in another basket, if you're in another philosophical system, you're not necessarily contradicting it.
Wow. Yeah.
It's just restating.
Anyway, the sentence is messed up, but what it says is, yeah, if you're in a school where they accept that things are real if they work, right? Then there must not be any contradiction with your root beliefs. Okay. In other schools. And
like
then it gives an example.
The numerists, Sankers, and the detailers.
Good.
Those schools, they think that stuff's permanent, and they hold on to the idea that things are permanent.
Not things, lupos.
Functioning things.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are on a path where people believe that.
Yeah, they're staying on their path.
Yeah, good. But there's something wrong with the wrong here. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe it was key.
Wrong day, right?
Yeah, wrong day would make sense. Yeah. It could be wrong day, wrong tower. Okay. I don't even want to say maybe key. Okay. Anyway, we gotta fix it. Okay.
Yep.
It looks like they were working from a bad text.
Yeah. I'll compare it with. I mean, we're so close to finished, but I could
Yeah,
get
I
it.
know it's frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the demon's last shot at Nick.
They'll get plenty. Thank you. Do you want me to try to translate something for next class?
Yeah. Now let me see what looks.
Yeah, because I kind of.
The next verse, the next 4 lines are good to translate. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Good.
give it a shot.
All right then.
All right. Thank you, Sashi. I mean, yeah.
Thank you, sashimi. How much time we got, Nick?
5 minutes.
5. I thought it was 9.
Nope.
Okay.
Not
Next
this
one.
time. Next one is the longer. If you need
All
the
right.
longer, we can do the longer one now and take 5 next time.